Every journey starts with the very first step. This one might just be the hardest one I've ever taken. So, let's get into the winter arc of a lifetime.
That was horrible.
Though the doctors didn't allow me to take or do the actual test that I really wanted to do, which is like a lactic acid test. And yeah, I'm not allowed to do that just today because of my heart issue. So I'm going to have to do that next week. So let's see how that goes.
Ever since I was a little girl, I thought I could be a teacher, or maybe also a professional athlete. Now I found out I might just be able to do both. But not if I just wait until the next January 1st rolls around just to forget about all my goals that I set up, or just pushing them around because there are too many goals to achieve.
One of the hallmarks of a winter arc is a physical challenge, and for the one that I'm going on, I really want to make sure that my body can take it. So I decided to do a proper sports check. Your winter arc is a time of transformation. This is exactly when you want to put your head down and focus on your specific goals. And by that, I don't mean goals that everyone supposedly ought to have, like waking up at 5 a.m., drinking 3 liters of water a day, reading 100 books per year, and so on and so forth. There are so many things that I feel like we all write on our to-do lists, goals, or resolutions that just don't really vibe with us. So really focus on goals that you want to achieve, that are important to you, and that you therefore will also have the grit and patience to actually work on. Personally, I have 2 goals, and I'm not going to wait until the next year or the year after that or the next decade and so on and so forth, but I'm going to start right now. Right here when you're watching this video is when you ought to start. Don't wait for an arbitrary date like January 1st. Start right where you are. And right now we are in our winter arc. I want to improve my language skills, and I've kind of been pushing this further back, but I've finally thought to myself, you know what? You really just have to get back into it. I used to have like a 400-day streak on Duolingo in Japanese and a really good streak in Spanish as well, but I haven't worked on either of those things in a really long time. So I've just gotten back into that, and I'm really glad about that. The second thing I want to be working on, not in the next year, but right now, I'm reiterating that point, is my unlocked journey. So we're locking in for unlocked.
The last sports test of this kind that I've taken is a decade old. And you know what? 2014 was quite the time to be alive, but a lot of things have happened since then. Probably I've lost a lot of skills over the years. I mean, I don't think I could just do a back handspring like that, but I want to find out.
I haven't done this in years.
A winter arc doesn't mean that you have to hit the slopes or embrace the cold. The important part is to hone on skills. They can be old skills, they can be new skills. Both is just fine. The important part is to put your head down, push out full speed, and unlock your potential.
Oh my gosh!
In this series, Unlocked Olympic Odyssey, my goal is to try every Olympic and Paralympic sport. For shooting, I've been invited to one of the best facilities in the world. And what better way to test my skills than going up against a Paris Olympian?
I think we should do a little competition.
We could do that.
I'm not gonna wish you any good luck because you don't need it.
Well, I need it.
Unlike as we usually always think, 90 days is more than enough to change your life. Within 90 days, I managed to get my absolute dream job of being the infield host for a international athletics competition. I still can't believe I got to do that. It was just such an honor. I got to speak to legends like Carl Lewis. So fun. And I've been working for the Olympics or the Olympics website for most of that year, but the Olympics were obviously in July, August. So that's when most of the work kind of happened. And within that time frame, my YouTube channel, compared to the numbers that I usually have, blew up. I now have more than 40K views on a video that is really near and dear into my heart. It's not only part of the Unlocked series, but it was so much fun to create, and I know I can do so much more with it, so I'm really going to go all in.
Welcome to a new episode of Unlocked. Today we're going to try skateboarding. Come with me. Today I'm going to be trying fencing. Today I'm going to be trying judo. I already have the clothes, but I don't have the moves.
With now having hit that goal, I'm going to buy myself some cake. As a little side note, I'd like to talk about small wins and secondary projects or goals. I feel like we always have this want to achieve something grand and talk about that, but you can't do that at every state, and not every venture can be mesmerizing to the public. We have to celebrate the small things that we achieve every day. So that could be finally cleaning up that one corner of your house that you just haven't gotten to in a really long time. That could be finally setting a morning routine that works for you. Other than that, limiting your screen time would be a really good one. I've been working on that one, but geez, it is so hard.
The end goal of my winter arc is going to be extremely exhausting, not just mentally, but mostly physically as well. But you have to remember that you're doing this because you want the end result. Unlike Sisyphus, this is not a punishment. You have to push that boulder up the hill, even though you know you're going to have to do it over and over again.
It is so extremely important to commit to the bid. You have to not only write it down, sort of kind of want it, but really go for it. You have to know what actionable steps to take and then take them. For my series, it is really important to work with athletes who are interested in the project and want to film with me, but they don't just fall out of the sky. They don't fall from a coconut tree, so to say.
And I have no opponent. This is so scary.
I don't know what to do. It is so hard to find this perfect middle ground of an athlete or coach who's not too far away from where I live, but who's also a great athlete in a sport that I haven't done yet, and seems to be kind of media trained, and they actually like media. And the bills keep piling up. If you know of an athlete or coach in any of the Paralympic or Olympic sports that I've not tried so far, please reach out to me via Instagram @KatanaKeys. It will be so helpful, and also that way we'll get to the sport that you want a lot quicker. But I've gotten so many great responses from top level athletes, from multiple Olympic gold medalists so far, who've said, sure, that sounds like a fun project. I want to be part of that. And I never would have gotten to that point if I hadn't just asked, if I hadn't just committed to the bid and said, you know what, this is my project, this is the outline, do you want to be part of it? So if you want to be part of your great storyline, you have to start somewhere. And the best point to start is your winter arc. If you're interested in sports challenges with a holistic approach where we also learn about the history behind the sport, about the disciplines and events, and want to watch me become the next Olympic avatar, then please comment, like, subscribe, because there's so much more to come, and I know you're going to like one of these videos. And comment down below what your winter arc is going to be about.